Hey, yo, what up, man? This is Malik the God. A little security. This is actually my forte, man. This is my profession, man. I'm a security guard in nightclubs, bars. I've been doing it for over 20 years. And it's actually my profession, man. Security guard, bodyguard. So if you ever need a security guard, you need some security guards trained, hit me up, man. Malik the God. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I ask you is pay for my flight, feed me, pay for my flight, feed me, and put me up in something, man. Yo, that's all I ask, man. And I got you. You know what I'm saying? Malik the God. But I'm gonna touch on something, man, real quick, man. Cause it was an incident that happened in a club that I was working at. Actually yesterday. So I'm doing this Friday, but having it Thursday. So what happens is, man, with young security guards coming in the game, one thing that y'all have to understand, your head of security, you can hire unexperienced security guards, but you got to monitor them and you got to not put them in situations, because a lot of them don't know how, a lot of unexperienced security guards, they don't know how to avoid fights. They don't know how to avoid fights before they start. And that's what we try to do. That's what you got to do as a security guard. You got to avoid a fight before it starts. So what happens is when you put young, inexperienced guys, because they beefy and all that, and they just get college football players or whatever, and you want to give them a little money, they want to make a little extra money, you have to put them in situations, man, in places where they ain't going to have that much action. Or either you can utilize them as a head of security guard. This is some shit that a head of security guard would know. You can utilize big buffy guys in a lot of aspects of security, but you as a head of security got to know what you're doing when you utilize these dudes in these positions. Okay, now, like for instance, there's a guy, there's like 4 big buffy college football players that works in a particular club I work at. And so what I do as head of security there, I use them as a decoy. So what you do, you put your big beefy guys with a majority of the people at dancing. You want them there because what they're doing, they're going to be an offset. They're going to be a deterrent. People going to look at them dudes and be like, nah, I ain't finna fight. Them dudes going to fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? So you put them there. You put your big beefy guys in the middle of the confrontation, where confrontation might be. You put your big beefy guys there. You don't put your little dudes in the middle of no fucking fight, because you're dealing with, especially when you're dealing with street clubs where a lot of street people go to, hood clubs. You put your beefy guys in the middle of the club, wherever they dancing at, where all the crowd at. That's where you put your beefy guys at. Now, point number 2, you as a head of security guard, you have to float. You gotta float around your club, man, because what your job is, you're trying to see everything you can. So you watching security, you watching the Patriots. So that's what your job is. So you can't do that standing in one place. So head of security, you got to be walking, man. You got to walk. And then when people trying to holler at you and talk to you, you got to walk and talk. Walk and talk. You can't stand in one place, man. You just can't do it as a head of security. And a head of security too, man, you got to put your little guy. You got to put your little guy in the front door. Let him pat down. Your little guy got to be the pat down guy, because he's the little guy. See, what happens is a lot of clubs, you have a lot of clubs now, they're making clubs hire police officers. So your police officers are outside. You got the little guy out there. So the little guy, he's patting down. Make sure you teach him how to pat down greatly, because what happens is he's patting down, and if anything happens, you got the cops out there. So you ain't got to worry about no problems, man, because the cops are out there. So if something happened, all the little guy got to do is, holler for the cops, and the cop will come and handle that situation, because it's outside. And also too, you outside too, you floating. So it just tricks to the trade, man, that you can use when you a security guard, man, in nightclubs. And whenever you see, and also too, another thing, man, another trick, another thing. Whenever you see a bunch of people collaborating in one area, like a bunch of them, go like, okay, for instance, like the club last night, it's a high level of gang activity in this particular club. So what I do, I'll sit there and I'll watch how all of them get together, all the Bloods, they get together, boom, and there'll be a bunch of Bloods over there. Now, you know, Bloods, Crips, all kind of gangbangers and all kind of people go to clubs. So now you got all these Bloods over here. Now you know you got different sets of Bloods. You got the 8th Street set, 7th Street set, 6th Street set. So what you do, you put your security guards in the middle of that shit. Let them rock in their little. Let them have their fun. Don't blow their high. Don't blow their shit. Let them enjoy themselves. Let them bop to the music, whatever. But watch them and have your security guards in the middle. You gotta have enough security guards there so if some shit jump off, or if you see some arguing and finger pointing, your security guards are on it. And do not let that shit go. Don't let it ride. Because if you let that shit ride, they're gonna continue. They're gonna fight. So if you see arguing. First sign of arguing, get them argued out. Get them out. They gotta go. Cause what's gonna happen is they're gonna start fighting, and you don't want a big fight in there. If you got, and thing about black clubs too, they don't fight one-on-one. They jump, like they get together and jump. So I've seen some faggot shit where a dude arguing with another dude, so he walks off. And then nigga goes and get like 8 motherfuckers and comes with him, and they beat that one guy up. Like, what the fuck kind of shit was that? You know what I'm saying? So that's how black clubs do. They don't, women too. Well, I take that back. Well, yeah, they do. Women will do it, but women ain't gonna pop off unless somebody around them. Like, even like women, like black women, they'll pop off in the club if they got their homegirls with them. They ain't gonna just pop off like boom. So just be aware of stuff like that, man. Like, if you see a lot of people get together in a bunch, just go over there, man, and just chill over there. Why you don't go over there? And a lot of times what I do, another thing, man, if it's a set, if it's a gang set, what I normally do sometimes, man, and they come into the club kind of frequently, I go holler at the I go holler at the head man. I go holler at the head man and say, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know, yo, blah, 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 bro. Like, you know, chill, you know what I'm saying? Yo, tell your boys to chill. Tell your pups to chill, man. And a lot of times, if you show them respect, they'll show you respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just, and then, yo, big up, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. Like, yo, big up. We ain't gonna start no shit in your club, big up. But that nigga right there, I'm gonna fuck that nigga up after the club over with. Well, hell, yo, do that shit outside. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, don't do that in the club. I'm gonna respect your club, big up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, it's ways to it, man. But it's a lot of secrets, man. A lot of things. But I would have to come to your club and see how your security is rocking. Cause, like I said, I might be on some shit, get rid of all your security guards, all them whack, all them niggas is whack. I might be on some shit like that, or I might be like, yo, keep him, but the rest of them get them out of there, cause they terrible, they whack, they don't want to, they not doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Cause what happens is, man, you get security guards, it's a team, bro, it's a brotherhood. So I ain't fucking with you. If I ain't fucking with you, bro, if I don't feel like you got my back. That's nah. I done seen security guards get stomped the fuck out, and other security guards don't do shit cause they scared. I'm serious. I've seen that shit. I've seen security guards get the shit beat out of them, but other security guards ain't doing shit cause they scared. Like, I ain't fucking with that. Like, yeah, I done been in some shit where I done got hit in the head with bottles. I done got hit with pool sticks. I done got jumped in the bathroom. When I didn't get jumped, it wasn't directed at me, but I was just going to break up the fight. And the nigga hit me. The nigga stole me because I grabbed one of his dudes to break the fight up. So quite naturally, I let this nigga go and I went to get this nigga. So I'm beating this nigga. So then his niggas jumped on me because I was beating this nigga. So before the security guards came, yeah, I took an ass whipping. But that's part of the game, man, that we in. So I ain't gonna never be ashamed to tell a motherfucker, yeah, I took an ass whipping, bro. Them boys beat my ass up in there. But that's part of the game, man. That's part of the job we choose, man. Just like police officers, man. It's a job. If a police officer gets shot, well, you gonna go home and cry he got shot? Nah, it's just part of the game. Same thing in the army. You're in the army, you choose the game, bro. This is the job you chose. You know what I'm saying? Job, you chose the job. Job to choose you. So, so those are things, man. Those are things that you look for. Those are things, man, that you look for when you're doing security, man. Those are things you got to think about too. You know, it's just the type of job for you, man. Cause this shit ain't for everybody, man. Real shit. I don't do armed security because I just think armed security is. I understand it's safe. You got to be safe out here because these kids shooting, but I just think armed security is another form of violence, another form of killing my people. So I'd rather talk to you. I'd rather talk to them, man, and try to get them to stop fighting, man, than shooting at them and pulling my gun out on them and all that shit, man. So it's Malik the God, man. Like I said, man, you need me, hit me up. All you gotta do is feed me, house me, you know what I'm saying, get me there. I'm good, like, shit, I'm good. I'll work. You know what I'm saying? You need me to come train your security guards. You need me to come to your club and look at some shit, see how your security guards doing. Fuck with me. Holla at me, man. Malik the God.